What's up, strength and mobility team? Today we got a little different type of workout, kickboxing. Some technique, but hopefully we stay moving the whole time. If it's new to you, take your time. I'll give some technical details that we're looking for, but if you got any more questions on it, hit us up on DM, comment. First thing we're gonna do is warm up, jump rope or jog in place. We're gonna do this for 5 minutes. Trust me, that's not a tall order. If you're going to a kickboxing school, it's gonna be 10 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes. So 5 minutes, and if you don't got a jump rope, you can jog in place or just be light on those toes for 5 minutes in a row. After that, we're gonna warm up the arms. So we'll go arm circles forward, 40 repetitions, 40 repetitions forward, and then 40 repetitions backwards before going into our leg swing. Leg swing, we wanna hold on to something. You can hold on to the wall if you want, but what we're gonna do is swing the leg forward and back, stretching out the hip and the muscles around it. 20 times on one leg forward and back, and then 20 times on the other leg. Once you've gone 20 repetitions on each side, we're gonna go in and out. So, a little lean forward on whatever you're holding on to. The foot will go in front, foot will go in front and then out to the side. You'll try to open these hips up here. 20 repetitions going in and out on each side. Getting to our work, we're gonna be doing 6 different techniques. Again, there's so many details to it, I can go on forever about it, but try to do it as smooth and as slow as you can to start, and once you get more comfortable with the movement, speed it up. If you're advanced, go hard right from the beginning, and it should be a great workout either way. 6 techniques, each one is gonna be done for a minute. You'll do that one for a minute, rest for 30 seconds, and repeat that 3 times. So you'll get 3 rounds out of the same technique, hopefully getting a little better every minute and every round. First one's gonna be a little defensive, but talking about the posture and the position you're gonna wanna take up first is the fighting posture. So you're gonna want one leg back, and depending on your discipline or your school of thought, that strong side can be forward, in fencing, or your strong side can be back, traditional boxing. And again, there's a ton of people that do it every different way and all in between. So today we're gonna do the strong side back and hands up near the face, weight shifted on the balls of the feet, even between the two, so you can be balanced and ready to move quickly and pivot and shift, hit your angles. Tighten the belly, shoulders slightly elevated to protect that head as well and give that shoulders good stability here for full motion. So balls of the feet, weight shifted, chin slightly tucked, looking through the eyebrows, hands up near the head, and there's so many details to it, but we'll fill it in as we go. Outside check being the first technique, defense from something coming from the outside here, working the hip muscles. What you're gonna start with is the tie march from your fighting position. Tie march just means you're picking up one leg at a time, ready to move or check at a moment's notice. So with that tie march in place, you're gonna bring one elbow to the same side knee as you lift, and draw everything to the outside on that side to block from whatever's coming on that outside. You can also frame out with the opposite arm. So tie march and be balanced on that back leg or whatever leg you're standing on. Outside checks, shin comes out, so your blade is facing outward. We don't want the flat part of the shin to hit or to face out because it's easier to snap a 2x4 long ways than it is the short side. 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, 3 rounds. Next, going into punches, and again, it's a basic technique, but works for everyone. Square stance, straights, so you're gonna be square, knees over the ankles, hips back, and everything sat in a place where you can hold for a minute here. Tight belly as you punch, hands are gonna be right at the sides here, palm facing up, shoulders back, big chest. One punch is gonna go out and the other one stays tight, and then you'll switch. Trying to stay centered and strong in the middle without too much rotation happening at the body or instability at the core and hips. So it's gonna be for a minute, getting faster as you go, going from palm up to palm down, with these 2 knuckles, these front 2 knuckles always being the first and foremost things to make contact. Next, we're gonna go into the jab, straight, hook, upper. Again, all these are done for 3 rounds after a minute of work and 30 seconds of rest. So the next one in combination is gonna be the jab, straight, hook, uppercut. A big jump from square stance punches, but hopefully getting to a workout today. So for the jab, straight, hook, upper, it's the first 2 straight punches, front hand, back hand, and then we got short punches. Again, back to the front hand. As this one comes back, we're gonna throw the hook now, which, if you know what a hook's shaped like, it comes back a little bit at the end, and there's a lot of techniques that go into the hook, a lot of cues, but you can think about the elbow staying at a 90-degree bend as you throw, shoulders staying high. You're gonna get 2 schools of thought with the hand placement, whether these knuckles should be forward or these knuckles should be forward. I said just a bit ago that these are the first and foremost to make contact. That's why we throw this punch like this here. And as the hook goes, The idea is that if you finish the hook all the way through, you miss with the hand and we're close enough, you would hit with that elbow, keeping a nice high elevated position, and you're always coming back to the place where you started, whether it's the two or the hook. Now, once I get back to position off that hook, we go into the uppercut. And again, this isn't combination, I'm just breaking it down slow. So combination means it's together as one. After I throw that hook, once I bring it back, it's a little level change because I use my legs to throw that uppercut, just like I throw any other punch with my legs or hip drive or rotation. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, jab, straight, hook, uppercut. Use those legs for all of them. Start slow, get a nice rhythm. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And then you can increase your speed as you go. That's going to be done for a minute, 30 seconds off, and 3 rounds. Now we're going to get a little footwork in it. Jab, straight, shuffle back. Jab with the step, straight with the recovery step. As you come back, we're getting out of dodge, getting out of anywhere dangerous that we just entered by throwing those straight punches with footwork. 1, 2, out. Step with the jab, recover step with the straight, boom, before coming out. Next thing we're going to do is the Teep front thrust kick. Front kicks from both sides. Longest limbs, longest weapons, the front kick. It's like our jab for the lower body. You're going to pick it up and use the ball of foot to keep that person away and keep them pushed out. So for example, a little low because I want to go center body, but you're going to pick it up and not super high into the chest here, but just quickly trying to manage that distance. Someone's coming towards us. I want to push out with the ball of the foot and let that hip extend to get my distance and get them pushed away. So that's the Teep, and it's followed immediately with the front thrust kick, which is our big power kick, and you're thinking about kicking down a door in front of you. This one comes knee up to the chest, boom, and kicks all the way through with a flat foot or even a little bit of heel drive. So that first one's the front kick. We don't lose our position, we're just trying to extend and push them away. And again, I know it doesn't feel as good as kicking someone or pushing off someone, but it's a good way to practice the technique and the balance needed for the technique. So again, that foot comes up, ball of the foot extends out, and you're trying to get good distance and push them away. As that foot plants, you're now going to step through with this back leg, knee up into the chest, boom, kicking through that door before you reset and recover. Teep, step, front thrust kick, and reset. Should work the legs quite a bit. 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, like every other thing we've done in this round, and we'll do for 3 rounds. The last thing we'll do before going into some finisher is the jab and a rear wheel kick. Now in kickboxing, the jab rear wheel kick is just as important to be tight as the 1-2. That in combination, as one comes back, the other one leaves, is what combination really means, or else it would just be a 1-2. But since they work together, and one can help pull and propel that other one, that rotation, that efficiency of mechanics, we want the same thing from that one rear wheel kick. So when I throw that jab, I'm also going to step out a little bit to open these hips. Step out with the jab, and now this leg's nice and loaded, opened up, ready to go, and I'm going to turn that hip over, boom, as I throw, and then step back. You'll see a lot of people kind of kick through. I just like to practice not giving my back to my opponent. I'm going to keep my peripheral vision on them at all times. When I step, throw, I plant, and I'm actually looking to work on my low kick to kick downward here. Jab, kick, plant, and then I'm going to recover, step, and get back. I'm always having my eyes on my opponent. If you're new to this, one good thing you can use is a chair. And same thing, step with the jab, kick down, reset. And you'll do this for a minute. 30 seconds rest and 3 rounds. Last technique. Again, I know there's infinite amount of details to all these things, but hopefully you get a good workout. If you start with it slow and smoothly and work on making it feel as comfortable as possible and right for all the joints, the speed will come. Working on a little bit of hand speed to finish out the workout before core is going to be fast hands. You got 3 different movements, and we're going to do them for 5 seconds each. It's a sprint. So the first one is hands out, elbows straight, above and below the 90-degree plane here. As fast as you can for 5 seconds. So hopefully you have something you can watch, clock. Next one's going to be up and down. So it's 5 seconds in front of you up and down, and then 5 seconds overhead up and down. Then the last one is uppercuts. 5 seconds keeping the knuckles up, circling the hands towards you. Try not to get caught speed bagging here. We want them to come towards us with the uppercut, knuckles up. 5 seconds in front of you, 5 seconds up, 5 seconds towards you, and you'll rest for 45 seconds, and then you'll do that for 3 rounds. That's gonna burn out the shoulders and work on that punching speed. Last thing we got is core work. Downward dog leg lifts and the get up to the foot slap. Downward dog leg lifts is from the push-up position. Push back the hips until the feet are fairly flat or the body is creating 2 straight lines or what looks like an A. Then you're gonna lift one leg straight, keeping the back straight, and alternate. This will be done for 10 on each side, 20 repetitions total, and you'll do this one for 3 rounds. The third and final exercise as our finisher is gonna be some core work, the get up to the foot slap. So the first part of the Turkish get up, or even the first part of the technical stand up, is gonna be this motion here. You know, elbow, then hand, hips up, and instead of bringing this leg underneath you like the Turkish get up or the technical stand up, you're gonna just slap the foot, lower the hips, elbow, back, elbow, hand, up, foot slap. And back and up, foot slap. You'll do this for 10 on each side, take about 30 seconds rest, and you'll do 3 rounds. Let us know if you have any questions. Hopefully it's a fun workout, and get some of that striking in,